What's up, guys? M. Jones back in the house again for another in theater review. And recently, my wife and I we went and saw the movie War Dogs. I was really excited about seeing this movie for quite some time. Saw trailers for it, maybe 4 to 6 months ago. I thought I like the young Miles Teller. I think he's pretty cool, and I love Jonah Hill because I actually think he's a really good actor. And I said to my wife and I said to my other buddies about this. I said to Jim Bob for example. I said, this is a perfect role for Jonah Hill because he'll be just insane and caustic and nuts, just like his character from the Wolf of Wall Street. I said, this is a perfect role for him. And the movie's based on a true story of two young guys, and that's Miles Teller and Jonah Hill. And their characters are David Packhouse and Ephraim DiVeroli, respectively. And they were friends as kids, and Ephraim was kind of a bad kid, and David was kind of just a straight and narrow, all American guy, but he really needed money. And this is down in like Miami, Florida. He really needed money. Had a I think a foreign wife and a kid on the way, and he was doing like massage therapy and making maybe $75 an hour. Just not really able to make enough for the time being. And this occurred in the 2000s. This was right around like 2005, and the whole charade went up to about 2011. Like I said, it's a true story. I love movies that are true stories, as my buddy Jim Bob does. Love watching those kind of movies. And but anyway, the director of this movie is Todd Phillips. Famous for the Hangover series. And I love Todd Phillips. He always does great with comedy, but this really put him more out there for the action and comedy and drama and crime, all that kind of stuff. So he really put himself out there as a new type of genre in genres. So I really like that he did that. But it's based on those two guys, and they won basically a $300 million contract from the Pentagon to like arm America's allies in Afghanistan. Back we were having those issues back in like 2005 to all the way like 2010, and the whole movie goes about. I think it was called AYE, if I remember right, and that was Jonah Hill's company. And he would look on this catalog online. It was kind of like eBay, but for like arms dealers and for like different guns and bullets and stuff like that. And he would like bid on stuff, bid on different types of military usage type artillery, and he would just buy it and then be able to sell it to Americans, soldiers and stuff like that, over in Afghanistan. And there was times where they had to go over there, and there was some embargo issues. And of course, embargo means that there is one country and another country not allowing for importing and exporting between those two countries. That's called an embargo. So they had to, for example, those one where they're supposed to send like all these Berettas to a colonel, and they had to send it to Jordan, which was right next to Iran, because there was an embargo. So they tried to send all the Berettas to Jordan, but them two themselves, David Packhouse and Ephraim DiVeroli characters, had to then find a way to transport it into Iran. And it was a pretty crazy scene. Don't want to give too much away there, but they just kept getting more and more money for each contract they did with all their weapons and arms and stuff like that. And you really see some true colors come out when the times get tough. And I think you could probably guess who became a complete douche, I'll say, but the acting was really good. I really liked this movie. I was entertained the entire time. I think the movie was about an hour and like 50 minutes, maybe hour. Yeah, I'd say about an hour and 55 minutes, something like that. I was entertained the entire time. Never checked my phone once, which I always think is important. I think there should be a website or an app that says, "Did I check my phone during this shit movie?" I really think that's what it should be. What that should be, because that's important. And I didn't check my phone once. It was very entertaining. Miles Teller was really good in this as kind of the all-American boy, but Jonah Hill just took the cake in this movie. I loved him in this movie, and Bradley Cooper's also in this movie. And I don't want to give too much away about his character. He was an odd character. I don't think he was the right choice for this movie with the character. I thought it could have been somebody else. I thought Christoph Waltz would be great for the role, or someone just a little bit more freaky. I didn't think that Bradley Cooper was the right pick. Now I know he has solid connection with Todd Phillips. Maybe that was a favor to Todd Phillips, but I didn't really care for him in the film. But Jonah Hill was the best in the film. I loved it. I'm going to give the movie a 4 out of 5 stars. It was, it was great, not perfect, but it was a great movie. Really liked it. I probably would watch it again because really was entertaining. I probably would add it to my Blu-ray list. So that's my review for War Dogs. Go check it out. Awesome movie. Take it easy. Okay, bye.